What we are witnessing right now is a seismic shift, a remarkable, unforgettable chapter in American history, the collapse of a lie, a scam so great that 81 million Americans fell for it. The elitist swamp propped up a puppet that Americans believed would bring peace and stability. Instead, sitting at the helm of this great nation is a bitter, angry man whose party has now collapsed under the weight of its own corruption. The real Joe Biden has now finally been revealed by his own Department of Justice. Special counsel Robert Hur investigating Joe Biden for illegally retaining special documents, you know, the same charge President Trump is being prosecuted for, stating in black and white in an almost 400-page report that Biden wasn't going to be prosecuted because, simply put, a jury would feel too sorry for him. This line, verbatim from that report, quote, "We have also considered that at trial, Mr. Biden would likely present himself to a jury, as he did during our interview of him, as a sympathetic, well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory." Wow. An elderly man with a poor memory. The state TV, a.k.a. the fake news, also now being exposed for being the Biden propaganda machine, spewing lie after lie, year after year, brainwashing the American people that Joe Biden was fit to serve.
If you're concerned about Joe Biden's age, you probably don't know Joe Biden.
Biden is actually in good shape.
Any aide who engages with him or reporters, we can see this. The gears of his mind are working.
The right-wing media has so fixated on Biden and Biden purportedly having cognitive issues.
Why so much attention on Biden's age? Trump isn't much younger.
This whole vein is really, really unseemly. I mean, ageism.
And now those same media outlets are trying to spin the report, demonizing special counsel Hur. The report's so damning that it shook me. It shocked me, especially with this report excerpt when Hur wrote, in his interview with our office, Mr. Biden's memory was worse. He did not remember when he was vice president, forgetting on the first day of the interview when his term ended, and forgetting on the second day of the interview when his term began. He did not remember even within several years when his son, Beau, died. As someone who has lost someone very, very close to me, to not remember the year that that person you love so dearly died, it's unfathomable. You can't even imagine it. And to not remember when he was vice president of the United States, one of the greatest achievements a person could ever accomplish. I knew Joe Biden was bad. We all knew. I mean, you're watching. We've been talking about this for years. But did any of us realize it was this bad? Then, in an attempt to clean up the catastrophic mess the report left behind, Biden held an evening press conference to prove to the world he was mentally fit. Instead, he proved over and over that he isn't.
The conduct of the response in the Gaza Strip, has been over the top. I think that, as you know, initially, the president of Mexico, Sisi, did not want to open up the gate to allow humanitarian material to get in. I talked to him. I convinced him to open the gate. I talked to Bibi to open the gate on the Israeli side.
Painful, right? I mean, that's the president of the United States. Biden confusing Egypt with Mexico. Then in another cringe-worthy moment, Joe tries to explain why he couldn't remember, even within several years, when his son, Beau, tragically died.
There's even reference that I don't remember when my son died. How in the hell dare he raise that? Frankly, when I was asked the question, I thought to myself, it wasn't any of their damn business. Let me tell you something. Some of you have commented, I wear since the day he died, every single day, the rosary he got from Our Lady of...
None of their damn business. Our Lady of, he doesn't remember. I mean, the faux outrage. Biden's interview by the Department of Justice took 5 hours over 2 days. Joe is now acting like he's so angry and defiant at the report's findings. But my guess is that it could have been a lot worse, that the investigators actually let Joe off easy, realizing after the first hour that Biden is simply too old and too weak to be taken on. Americans are now also feeling the same way. A new NBC News poll found that 76% of voters, including 56% of Democrats, said they had major or moderate concerns when asked whether Biden has the, quote, necessary mental and physical health to be president for a second term. 76%. And this poll came out before the Hur report and before Biden's press conference. If you are gravely concerned like I am, I think we absolutely have a right to be concerned. Weakness begets aggression. This is our president, whether you like it or not, whether we like it or not. And a weak president makes for a weak nation. But the Democrats and Dr. Jill, they don't care that this is elder abuse at this point. All the swamp cares about is fundamentally changing our nation to bring it down to its knees. They want you and me to be beholden to them. They want to remain in power no matter what it takes, even if it means putting up a shell of a man as our leader. It's why they kept him in the basement, why he won't even speak at the Super Bowl, why he won't even speak anywhere. And now their lies are in the light. And like roaches, they've begun to scurry. So what's next? What will they do now to stop Trump? The truth is now undeniable. If Biden isn't fit to prosecute, then how is he fit to be the president?